For me, one of the most important elements of data journalism is people. Once you can, you can analyze the trend or the, you know, whatever the data is you're looking at, you can analyze it. But then once you add back in that human component to say like this percentage is actually a number of human beings, that's when the stories really start to sink. Hi, I'm Matt Albasi, and I'm the resident data journalist at Muck. I spend most of my days thinking about how we can tell stories with the data that we have in our journalism and PR database, and also thinking about ways that we can create new data to tell stories about how people work in the PR and journalism industry. But the thing that makes me hopeful is that journalists are just a tenacious bunch of people. The idea that somehow we'll wake up tomorrow and no one will need to be told what's going on in the world is absurd, right? Like, people are going to need the news going forward. It might not look exactly the same this year. It might not. How we do it, how we collect the information, how we present that information, and what channels we do that through is going to change, but it's not going to stop. And that's the thing that really gives me hope. And the other thing is, as you see these major journalism organizations do these mass layoffs, some of these people are going to leave the industry, sure, but a lot of people do journalism because it sort of fills their heart up. And so I think they're going to keep working, and you'll start seeing these, journalist-led organizations, which you're already seeing with like 404 Media, these people who have broken off of these larger organizations and said, you know what, I'm going to do it on my own. All the tools exist for an independent journalist to become a publisher, and I'm going to do it. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that in 2024, and I think that makes me really hopeful. Now that we live in the world of generative AI, and that's getting better and better every single day, the journalism industry is going to have to change. And I think a lot of people have gotten scared of it, but for me, it's something that I'm hopeful for. AI is going to be one of these democratizing tools. It's going to let a small newsroom behave as though they were a large newsroom. It's going to be a force multiplier in a lot of ways. And so there's a ton of problems with it, and there's a ton of ethical considerations, but there always are with new technologies. And so to me, AI is going to impact journalism in the same way that digital cameras, that the internet, that YouTube impacted journalism. It's going to change, and it's going to take us a while to figure out how things work and what the new normal is. But once we do, I think it's going to allow small newsrooms and individuals to have an outsized impact on the world. And I think that's good.